and resources, which you'll find in your Sisel back office. And let me just share the screen here. And before I do that, let me just here. Yeah. I'll just do. Yeah. So once you log into your back office in your Sisel account, you have a resources tab. And if you scroll down, you've got all these audios. Now, we've listened to one before, but there's quite a number of audios that are really great in here that can be used as a resource. And what you can do if you want to share them with someone else is you can actually right click on them and go copy link address. You might be different if you're on an Apple Mac, it might be left click, but you mouse over it and then you copy link and you can paste it into an email. You can send it in a message or a text, etc. So these are really great recordings to share with people, particularly if they've started using one of these products or if they're thinking about using one of these products and you wanted to give them a bit more information. So audio can be a really great way to share information. It's not necessarily, a video, but audio is quite popular podcast these days, and people can listen to these whilst they're driving in their car. And so it can be quite convenient. So today I wanted to share two short ones. One is on the age pill. So this is, our flagship product that we like to share with people because it's such a fantastic product with so many benefits, health benefits, and just gets such great results. I'm certainly never without it. And I know that everyone on the call here loves the age pill too. And, when you're talking about that product with people, you can share it as a stem cell product to create that curiosity. So then they say sort of, what is that? What's the product about? Then you can tell them. So we've also got those stem cell pages. But the purpose of tonight's call is I wanted to cover these two recordings. One is going to be on the Sisel Age Pill, which is by Thomas Maurer. And the other is a short audio on Sisel's manufacturing. So, that's our point of difference with the company is that Sisel, have their own manufacturing facility called Supernaturals. It's in Utah in the US. It's owned by the Maurers. They manufacture for at least over 80 other companies. And, the manufacturing plant is right next door to the Sisel customer service offices. They, own all their own equipment and source their own ingredients. So we know that we're getting a high quality product. They themselves personally take their products and use their products. And so, they're using the products that we're also using. And what's great is we're buying it direct from the manufacturer's door. There's no middleman. It's straight from the manufacturing plant to your front door. Now, just before I jump into the calls, there's going to be a couple of calls this month. The one on the shipping announcement will be at the end of the month, the 30th, and I've posted that in the group, so you can go and check that. So that call, Lisa is going to be announcing the shipping launch, which she did mention on a previous call. So they're looking at a flat rate shipping for the Australian market. They're going to be doing something for New Zealand too, I understand. And that way then people can, not be put off by having such an expensive shipping rate. So that is coming, and there's some other incentives that they're rolling out at the same time. So we're really excited to have that call up and coming. And so stay tuned and watch this space. And I think it's really going to help to boost our market. Now, in the meantime, we want to still be focusing on, for this group and for this training, is our Sisel Age Pill, our stem cell product. And as I said, I will be doing some more updates on the posts that people can share in their groups. And that is something that I've got planned for the next probably, few weeks. I've just had some family challenges, fairly big ones in the last couple of weeks. And we're just kind of working through that. And so that has definitely taken my attention away from Sisel just for a little bit. But that will be resolved soon, and we'll be ready to move forward. So with no further ado, let me just share this recording here, and let's have a listen to this resource. So let me bring it here. All right, here we go.
FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases. Hi, this is Thomas. Welcome to the Deets, where we dive into the details of Sisel's product lineups. Enjoy! Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of The Deets. Today we're going to be talking about a product that, about 3 or 4 years ago took Sisel by storm. It was a product that quickly jumped up to one of our number one, number two seat, kind of going back and forth with Vacoiden. Lots of docuseries, third-party credibility were done on this. Lots of new people were brought into Sisel because of this product. It was one of the last products that my grandfather, Tom Maurer Sr., formulated. And it's called the Age Pill. Age Pill, for us, stands for Anti-Glycation Extreme, because that's the exact goal and intent of this product, is to remove glycation and lipofusion in our stem cells. And kind of doing some research and talking about this product, I guess I definitely fall victim to this. Only being 29 years old, I don't think about anti-aging, right? I don't think about taking anti-aging pills, but I guess in some sense I should, because if I can prevent a lot of measures from happening, I probably won't age as quickly. And so being preventative rather than actually trying to reverse the hands of times is going to be a lot better for a lot of people listening to this today, me included. But if you're already there and you want to help maybe turn back the hands of time, like my grandfather would always say, I think this is a product that'll definitely help you, because this is a main form of aging, which is glycation or cellular toxins and waste building up, which reduces the amount of energy that we experience on a day-to-day basis, right? So if we look back at children, right? I have two children of my own, a almost 2-year-old and an almost 4-year-old, and they are nuts. They are absolutely crazy. They bounce off the walls. They have energy. They just want to play and fight and wrestle and go up to the barn and chase chickens and ride horses, and they can go all day long. And me at only 29 years old, I think, how in the heck do they have it, right? A lot of it is because they don't have the buildup, the cellular sludge, right? They're young, they're youthful. Their diets are much more fruitful. They're not grabbing bites quick, and we will limit a lot of the sugar that they consume on a daily basis. But besides that, they are full of stem cells. Their energy production is through the roof. ATP is flowing through them more than it'll ever flow through them ever again. And so they're just full of energy, bouncing off the walls. And that's what happens with children. Unfortunately, when we age, right, we start feeling that lack of energy, that decrease. And a lot of us are very dependent on caffeinated beverages for energy stimulation, right? We wake up and we drink a cup of coffee, or we have a pre-workout powder. And not saying that that's a bad thing. They're great things too to have that energy burst. But a lot of it can be reduced to, rather than trying to stay awake but having more energy naturally, is by removing that glycation in our cells. And through our proprietary blend, through years and years and years of research, we've been able to come out with a product that has helped people lose gray in their hair and feel younger and have more energy, and without increasing caffeine content or any other products, they're starting to feel the hands of time reversed. And that's exactly what this product is doing, right? By removing that glycation, removing that toxic waste that's killing our stem cells or slowing down our ATP production, we are able to feel more youthful. We're able to reduce a lot of the signs of aging if we can simply do those things. And so age is designed, like I said, to do three main things. Remove glycation plaque buildup in our intercell proteins. It is also designed to help reduce and remove all of the toxins and cellular sludge that results from a biological activity creating lipofusion. And the third thing that it's meant to do is also to significantly increase the ATP production for the biological hydrogen, as greatly amplified the cellular electrical energy. So through these things, we're able to feel younger and also act younger and look younger in a lot of instances too. And Age Pill has done that. I mean, people always say, I want to feel 20 again. I want to feel 20 again. And I want to feel 20 again. I still feel 18, to be honest with you. I don't feel like I'm almost 30 here in the next couple months. But I think a lot of us, if we want to prevent the aging to happen as quickly, this is definitely a product that can help as young as 18 years old to start on to make sure that aging is good to us. And if you've already aged and you're up there and you want something that's definitely going to help, this is definitely a product to help increase that NAD and the ATP throughout your body. Matter of fact, some of the research that we were doing, we actually found that the NAD plus was actually increased through, and through some people that were very big skeptics. They wanted to try it. They didn't like us saying it's an anti-aging pill, but through natural production of NADA plus, that we're able to feel younger, look younger, and biologically become younger. And this is exactly what this product is designed for. Many people have tried to disprove it, and time again, the age pill stands out as a product to help you feel younger, look younger, and act younger, all having more energy and increasing your body's production to be able to remove a lot of these toxins through your body. And with that, guys, I want to close and saying, if you're skeptical about becoming younger or aging, look into the age pill. Do some research. Look at our ingredients. Check out our proprietary blend and the contents that are in and how the biological factors work through your body. Do a little research on advanced glycation endo products and some of the things that are out there on the web on how to remove cellular sludge and lipofusion, glycation, increase ATP and NADA plus, because that's exactly what this product is designed to do. And like I said, everybody that I've known or watched or listened to that's tried to disprove it has been disproven themselves and have become big believers that the age pill is a dynamic, standout product, and there's nothing like it on the market. With that, I'll close. I hope you enjoyed listening. I keep saying this, keep submitting questions to the call center because
So that is a great little resource that you can find in your back office. I highly recommend sharing that with people, even people that you know at the moment who are currently using the age pill. So if you've got customers and distributors that are currently using the age pill, this would be a great resource. Just copy the links, shoot them off a little text or a little email, say, hey, have a listen to this. It's a 7-minute recording. It's a really great piece of, really great resource and with great information. So that will just help kind of re-encourage people to continue using the product and remind them of the benefits. And as Thomas has mentioned, he's young person, and even for him it can have great benefit. So now we're just going to flip to the next one here. Let me just go here and just see that I've got the share there. Yep. And so this is another short recording we're going to listen to on the Sisel manufacturing, which is a unique aspect of our company because we do manufacture our own products.
Intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases. Hi, this is Thomas. Welcome to the Deets, where we dive into the details of Sisel's product lineups. Enjoy! Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Deets. We're going to talk about something a little bit different today. Today I did a tour with a few of our distributors that just so happened to stop by doing a West tour. They were hitting Colorado and Arizona and Utah and New Mexico. And man, it just kind of opened up what I wanted to talk about today. And I kind of want to talk about the Mauer mission and our standard of excellence for manufacturing that we have and how complicated a lot of our formulas are. I kind of want to start with our receiving. When we receive an ingredient, I'm over operations, so I'm over the planning, I'm over the purchasing. I work alongside with our quality department to make sure that all of our ingredients and products hit our standard. But when we receive a product, we immediately test it. And through this pandemic, so many times it could have been so easy to take the easy way out on when we receive something that maybe doesn't have the exact potency that we want, or maybe doesn't identify exactly with what we're looking for, or it's a synthetic or non-organic, or it was organic and we needed the synthetic, or it's totally different chemical structure but the same name. And so many times it would have been easy to avoid a backorder situation and compromise on our product integrity. But we have what we call the Mauer mission, which is we do not compromise. My grandfather's vision so long ago was that there's a way to do it and there's the right way to do it, and we're always going to do it the right way. And so, like I said, when we receive a product, we immediately go and test it. We test it to make sure that the potency is right, that it's exactly what we need, it's exactly what we ordered. It's from the place or the region of the world where we need it for. It doesn't have any microbes growing in it, that it's shelf stable, that it's not expired, or that it's the right color, it's the right fragrance, whatever it is, that it hits our standard with what we were looking to buy. And we don't compromise on that. So that's when an ingredient hits our front door and immediately goes into a locked off caged area where we go to the testing phase. After we've tested it, we'll store it, right? We have a cooler here. We'll store stuff in a cooler. We can go right down the street to a giant freezer and we can freeze it if we need to. We can store it in an ambient dry environment, right here locally, right here in our warehouse. And so then it's stored, right, until it's picked and pulled and blended. And so when it gets picked and pulled, it gets retested again, right? It gets tested and then it gets put into a blend and then it gets tested again. So every single one of our ingredients and products gets tested a minimum of 3 times before it gets to your door because of our testing standards and our integrity in every single one of our products. And every single one of our products are so complicated. There's nothing where we just grab a bunch of ingredients and we mix it all together. Some products can take days to blend, Organic cleanse can take up to 2 or 3 days to blend because you got to mix a few ingredients in, let it settle, mix a few more ingredients, let it settle, and then mix the rest of the ingredients. Or Fucoidan, where it takes 7 days to manufacture and produce that, because by the time you sulfonate the Fucoidan, you let it settle and you get off all 3 strains, and then you manufacture the Fucoidan, and then you can go to blend it, and then it takes a couple days to blend and settle, mix in new ingredients to make sure you get an even blend all the way through. Or Spectramax, that takes a minimum of 5 days to blend. Our formulas are superior just on the complexity and the stability of every single one of our products, and how stringent and strict our testing methods are when we accept it. We do not compromise on quality in any way, shape, or form for any of our products. So once we've received it, and we've staged it, we've picked it, we've blended it, we've done it, and we've tested it again to make sure that every single ingredient in every single one of our products is found evenly through every single dose. And so if we say in 5 capsules, you're going to get 50 milligrams of whatever it is, vitamin D, vitamin C, bacopa, chaga, curcumin, whatever it is, that you are going to have that exact amount in that serving size. And we have to test that. We test that while we're blending it. We'll let stuff settle or reblend it, or we'll blend half of it, then mix in the ingredients with powders and make sure that we get an even blend in every single serving size, which just adds another level of complexity. But it also adds a new level of consistency in our products. It's part of the reason why so many people say, hey, I've taken brain products, I've taken Fucoidan products, I've taken resveratrol products, but I just don't seem to have the same effect as with yours. And it's because we do not compromise in our quality or our standards, and we test so strictly. And we control the process. We control every single aspect of our products, where we're not contracting out the manufacturing process. We buy it, we test it, we blend it, we manufacture it, and we ship it all the way to your doorstep. And it's part of our product integrity, where we control it from start to finish all the way through. Even the city water through our manufacturing facility. We've had city officials from other states and other cities come and look at our water processing method, because it does exactly what we want. If we want X amount of minerals in the water, we can process the water down before we actually manufacture our other juice products. And we can control that. If we don't want any minerals, we want to take out chlorine or fluoride or whatever it is, our water system for cleaning water is extremely complex. It's extremely efficient, and it's very, very productive in making sure that we're giving the best and the safest and the cleanest water in every single one of our juice products. for every aspect of our manufacturing is very, very detailed oriented, and that's kind of what the formulation process for us here at Sisel is, right? We look at the research, we look at how to get the max benefit of every single ingredient, and we make sure it is the cleanest, the purest, and the most potent, and right at the exact level of what the studies are saying when we're manufacturing and coming up with a new product idea. And so with that, guys, I wish that every single one of you that are listening to this today could come out here to Utah, and I could take you on a personal tour with me or my dad and Milo, who regularly do tours, and you could see how complex our just over 300,000 square foot manufacturing facility is, and we have room to grow. I mean, I remember when I was 16 seeing half of the shelves, maybe not even half of them, empty, and or even more than half empty, and seeing the growth, especially these last couple of years, on really just how proficient we're getting, and what we're doing is really catching wind, and people are really seeing that way that Sisel is doing business and our products are very effective, that we are literally in the middle of a gigantic boom where products are being manufactured for Sisel every single day. And we're pushing products out. I mean, a lot of people listening to this have seen that the back order report is finally starting to dwindle down, and eventually will become a zero. And we'll hopefully be able to maintain that zero as we've been able to better our processes and control every single one of our ingredients all the way through. And the supply chain hopefully will start lightening up soon. And so, guys, I said, if you can ever make it out here, and I hope that you can make it out to when we do Mauer Mountain, and we have other events out here, and you can come and see the facility where we do our bottled juices, where we do our cleaning products like our Asepti Clean or our Vibrant Laundry detergent, or where we do our shampoos and conditioners, or our toothpaste, or where we encapsulate all the incredible products like Age Pill and Balance D and Brain Vitality, TSX, and see the complexities and the simplicities as well on how efficient Sisel is in our manufacturing process, and to be able to see your actual product and order actually go out the door and meet our amazing pick pack team on how they process and handle all the orders coming in every single day. It's an incredible process, and it's probably my very favorite part of Sisel. I love formulating, I love reading about studies, but I love the manufacturing process. I love the automation part. I love being able to think out a production line. I like being able to look at the staffing issues. I like being able to look at every single aspect that's going into manufacturing these products, and really being able to dial in and become more efficient and become more strategic, or just have a better capability to pump out 100 more bottles a minute, or 100 more bottles an hour, 1,000 more bottles an hour, or however it is that we can find these efficiencies. That's really where I love to think and process and really think this out, and even better our processes as new technology comes out, new studies come out, and new ingredients are developed that Sisel is going to go after and formulate more and more products for. So with that, guys, like I said, it was on my mind today, where I thought I just need to talk about our manufacturing and really show the reason, because I get asked all the time what makes Sisel different, and it's our product integrity and it's our manufacturing process, and we're one of the very few companies that controls their products from start to finish, from the raw ingredients getting ordered and purchased and brought in through the door, all the way to being able to pick our own orders and ship them to your front door. We control every single aspect that's going to every single one of our products, and that's why Sisel's products are they're superior to all other network marketing, other direct sell, and other e-commerce retail sales. That our products are the best for that simple reason, that we are superior in our manufacturing processes. And with that, I'm going to close, guys. I hope that everybody keeps submitting questions to the call.
Okay, great. I hope you enjoyed those two resources. The Age Pill one's definitely one that's worth sharing for anyone who's using the product. And of course, the second one was really interesting too, to hear the level of detail that Sisel go into, or actually apply to their manufacturing process. So did anyone have anything they wanted to share just before I close out the call for today?
Yes, Michael here. Thanks, Katie, for playing these. The question came up, he mentioned at the end, new products with new ingredients always being brought out. Do you have any news on whether the Inner Chi for him is going to come back?
No, I think that product was discontinued, or I don't have any further information on that. That would be a good call to a good question to ask Liesl on the next call, or you could shoot her an email. Yeah, that's something I'm not aware of. I know that Sisel are planning to release new products, continually. They've always got something new coming. So that is definitely exciting. So yeah, to answer your question, I'm not sure on that one.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Was there anyone else who wanted to ask a question or share anything that might, really help motivate us for the rest of the week? It's anything inspiring or uplifting. It's always good to hear a good news story. Certainly, we can never get too much of that.
Sorry.
Go on.
Sorry, Carmel.
Excellent.
Yeah, my good news story is, it was a bad news one first because my TSX went missing.
Yes.
I received an empty bag, but I contacted customer service, and Katie also sent a message to Milo, I think.
Yeah.
And Liesl, and so they very quickly gave me another 3 bottles.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, but I've been sharing some of those talks, the deets actually, and I really like them. But that was the first time I've listened to the manufacturing one.
Okay, great.
So that was good to hear. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, excellent. Yeah, it is good because it is our point of difference. I mean, it's one of the main reasons I think that many of us use the products is that, we trust the manufacturer. We know where they're coming from. Like you can buy anything on the shelf, but, like with the presentation we did on the weekend on skincare, there's no rules in Australia governing the manufacturing process. Somebody could just make it in their backyard, put a label on it and sell it, and you have no idea. And, we really can't be taking those sort of chances these days. Roz, did you want to share something?
Oh, well, I was actually just going to say, just like Carmel, in the last 3-4 days, I've sent out the age pill deets probably 4 times.
Oh, wow.
It's just from the app. I work, and then you can see if they've looked at it.
Oh, fantastic.
So, I think, and it kind of comes and goes in my mind, but, it's good to just be able to whip those out.
Yeah.
And I was looking I couldn't find it, Katie, the Mike story as well. Another client husband with Parkinson's, but I couldn't find. Do you remember Mike's story with?
Yep, and we've got 2. So we've got the first version of Mike's story when he first started taking it, and then we had a follow-up call with him recently where he was still keeping things at bay.
Yes.
Which one were you after? Both or?
Well, I think the first one's more potent because of how he talks about his emotions. Or both is okay. I just
Okay.
I know we had a list, like all the links. I seem to have lost it in my computer.
Okay, I'll send out that. I'll resend out that list for you, and people can copy those testimonials and start sharing them. So
thank you. That would be because that is the way. I just shoot it off.
Yeah.
And so I've kind of got back into that as well.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, because as we know, like stories sell, facts tell, and we're still sharing the story of the week.
Yes,
so that went out last night, and I've shared some of the team members like Carmel sends her own, and Marsha, Roz, we do yours as well. But the latest one that we shared was Dr. Kurt's video on transfusium, actually showing the 30-day time lapse, which is a really effective way to show. He as a male used the product, and uses the product, and there's his actual results, which is really great to show how powerful that particular skincare product is. So, thank you for sharing. That's
and
really
And I like to listen. I was listening obviously on Saturday, and it's made me more, what's the word? More appreciative of the Actify 6000.
Yes.
So, I'm like, I had 3 tubes here. I thought, I don't know why, but things come and go. And I was using the rapid repair, and I thought, that Actify 6000. So it reinvigorates hearing the stories. Well, it does for me, I would say.
And it does for me. Like, even though I'm the presenter, I like presenting it because it's a reminder to me, hey, this is really the power of the product and what it can do. Yes. And to be reminded that, the Actify 6000 really does lock in that moisture, and it goes to work. It's extremely effective, and moisture retention in aging skin is just critical. And so to have a product like that is fantastic. And, that is even a product you could apply twice a day. It would be interesting to see the sort of results you would get if you applied it, in the morning and then later in the afternoon, to really lock that moisture into your face and, help to maintain that more youthful glow. So great comment.
So I love the talks, and I love listening to, and I've been sending out the coffee. I love the coffee.
Yes.
And so, people, I've been sending out the coffee one, even to people that love it. I've sort of got, I guess what I'm saying, that's got front in my mind, whip those deets out as much as I can.
Yeah, they're great. They're great. Okay, fantastic. Thanks for sharing. Thanks everyone for jumping on. And we're really looking forward to these announcements and this boost in this market. And the timing will probably be quite good for me too, because with my stuff going on, will be resolved by that time too. And we're looking forward to onwards and upwards and exciting things coming up. So thanks for jumping on tonight, and I hope you have a great rest of the week.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks everyone.
Thanks, Katie.
Cheerio.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you, Katie.
Thanks for sharing.